We're recording right now, aren't we?
Yes.
It's Real Honesty with Jonn Ritland and...
The Dominator.
Wow, Fastlane was a whole lot fucking better than I thought it was going to be.
It started off a bit messy.
It did. Are you referring to...
No, I'm not referring to the football player.
Okay. All right. Pre-show, you had, of course, Booker say Charlotte is the greatest women's champion of all time. Booker, you have CTE, apparently. Or maybe that's...
To be fair, she's great. Not the best.
No, not the best. Maybe later down the line, sure. But anyway, so New Day feeding Charlie, their pancakes.
Yep.
3 black men feeding a white woman pancakes in public. News at 11. And then we had the Fashion Popo.
Mm-hmm.
And Ty Dillinger versus Mojo and Team Cup.
Yes.
Yes. That joke kind of died.
Or, as they put it, Mojo Rawley and Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
Wording.
Because that's how lists work, apparently.
Yes, that is how it works. It was fine. I didn't like the "you can't wrestle" chants at Mojo because I think,
which is pretty bad. He definitely can wrestle.
He can, though. Him saying, "You think I came here? You think I'm here to wrestle?" Well, yeah. Mojo,
well, I guess that's how you avoid getting the revival push.
I mean, that's a good point. Though to be fair, at least a revival are on TV. I mean, this is the first time I've seen Mojo in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
But fine opening. Pre-show match.
Yep.
As opposed to a non-opening pre-show match. And then we start off with Nakamura versus Rusev. And this was good. This was good stuff. This is exactly what Ziggler versus Nakamura should have been last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was well-paced, dueling Nakamura and Rusev Day chants.
Yep.
Rusev still over as hell. Of course, Rusev wasn't going to win.
But they both came out looking strong.
They did, and that's important because Rusev is going to get the Harper treatment from last year and not be used at Mania. And that's stupid. That is stupid.
Yeah.
That is really
After
really
Daniel Bryan, they figured out how to effectively shut down a face.
Which is hilarious considering they keep pushing Reigns, and we don't care.
I know. They haven't figured out how to push a face, they just figured out how not to push a face.
That's a good point.
And they use that to their advantage.
Yeah. And
because if everyone looks worse by comparison, then everyone else is better.
This is true, and that's why ratings are falling.
Yes.
That and people are cutting cable. So, Nakamura winning, fine. It's good stuff. I really enjoyed the match. And then we go to Orton versus Rude for the U.S. title. 100% better than I expected it to be.
Yes.
Well wrestled. Good psychology. Orton got hit hard at one point because he was selling that like, ow, ow, ooh.
And when Randy is selling, you know that there's something up.
He's not selling like Lex Luger, who sells like he's getting shot every time. Feels it all the way down to his legs. Well, he used to. Jinder, of course, interferes afterwards. Orton, however, hitting an RKO out of nowhere.
Yes.
Even though Rude should have seen it coming from the Viper.
But
right
you'll never see it coming.
The Viper? Or the RKO?
Oh, it was a Persona reference, and I forgot that you haven't played those.
I haven't played enough of them, pretty much, to like get that. So,
Yes,
I know that there's a cat in it. Anyway, that's number 5. So, Orton wins. He's new U.S. champion. He's a Grand Slam champion.
He is the U.S. champion, isn't he?
I forgot.
I already forgot.
Yes. Jinder then attacks. Rude attacks both. 3-way at Mania. That's what we're getting, basically. They might throw Corbin in there to make it a 4-way.
Yeah, let's do that.
Corbin, just don't say a line like you said to Miz leading up to Survivor Series.
You're gonna call me Daddy.
Ugh.
Yes. Goody, man.
Man, Corbin's stock has receded since then. Yes. Good match, though. Orton versus Rude was a lot better. Shh. It's because my head's bald like a drum.
Yeah.
Okay. Good match, though.
And I'm the bass.
All about that bass? No. I'm not going to reference that song.
No Rebels.
Not the bass. Recaps of Ronda, Angle, Steph, and Triple H because we were stretching for time. You could have left these Raw recaps out. I know that this is the last SmackDown brand pay-per-view.
Yeah. And it was something that I had tweeted out too, was just that if you were to cut out all of these Raw replays and all the other replays, or at least cut them down,
yeah,
you could have fit an entire other match with the time taken by all of these replays.
You could have had, I don't know. Why have a pre-show match? Why not just have this as a filler match?
Yeah.
Instead, just something. You have enough talents on the card to, and on the roster where you could use them better. But everybody got used pretty well here. But yeah, the recaps were annoying. Naomi and Becky versus Carmella and Natty, and Naomi landed really hard in a sit-out powerbomb. And
this match was hard to watch.
yeah, it was. Now, to be fair, the grade's going to go up a little bit for me because Naomi is okay. She showed up later and seemed fine, but Naomi just got beat on and beat on.
It was cringeworthy.
It was. Becky looked great, though. So did Natty. Carmella.
But when the first 5 minutes of the match is just two people beating up on Naomi for, well...
Ever?
Yeah, for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It gets tough to watch because it's just like there's no offense and there's just... Oh, was she jobbing out to them?
I mean, I get it. I got the storytelling at first. I'm just glad Naomi was okay. I mean, I'm not her biggest fan, but when I saw that landing, she must have really been selling, or she just must have got her bell rung, but she was okay.
Yeah.
But it was really hard to watch. And Carmella pinned Becky clean. Well, I mean, I guess technically not clean since Natty interfered, but still. She pinned her 1, 2, 3 right in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, it was definitely not a clean pin because she did get a distraction.
But Carmella getting a victory, even at that point, pretty damn good.
They're going to build it up so it's going to look like somehow Carmella's going to take it from Asuka when Asuka beats Charlotte.
And
it's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen at all.
All that build up and Asuka's like...
Yes, just knocks her out. Definitely the worst match of the night, not to follow the ladies, but like you said, it was hard to watch. However, grade goes up a little bit for this because Naomi is okay, seemingly, and that's great. Then we go New Day versus the Usos for the tag titles.
Woof.
Good pace. They were hitting a whole bunch of stuff. They were
this was a good, brutal match.
Good, brutal match. And then the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yes, which is good.
And perfect. This was absolutely perfectly done. They decimate everybody. 2 white guys decimating 5 people of color. I swear to God, Michael Hayes is back booking this again. What? I swear he is. It's just ridiculous. I mean, but the Bludgeon Brothers doing that, this is how you absolutely use them. They got using squash matches, beating people up. This is perfect. It leads to a 3-way. I'm all for this. You can add another tag team if you want. I don't think you really can, though, because you built these teams up and you only have 4 weeks.
Alternatively, here's another way they can book it.
Yep.
Have the Bludgeon Brothers go up against every other tag team as time goes on towards WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And it ends up, everyone is starting to ally against the Bludgeon Brothers. Then you have an Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers at WrestleMania, which is also a lumberjack match.
Okay. It's true, Bludgeon Brothers would still win. They would have to.
Yeah.
They would have to. And because I have nothing against the Usos as wrestlers, because they've actually always been good.
Yeah.
They always have been. They're really good. They're a really good tag team. I find them boring on the mic. Less boring now, but still boring. But
it's not our cup of tea.
It's not. We do not know. I do not know what ish means, and I do not care. But the Bludgeon Brothers, perfect booking, great stuff. It was a false finish in the way you booked this, where New Day and Usos are already established a rivalry.
Yeah.
This is the way to build the Bludgeon Brothers. And then we go with a Reigns-Lesnar recap. Stop. Just stop it. I don't care about this match.
Kill me now.
Yes. Meow. Ruby versus Charlotte
yes.
for the women's title. This was good stuff.
Yeah.
This was really good. You had the Riot Squad out there, Sarah.
The time was not right for Ruby to take the championship.
No.
But she needed to have a good showing.
And she had a really good showing.
The only disappointment I have in this match is that Ruby tapped out.
That's a good point. After all that, if she had gotten pinned.
Yeah.
But
it would have been fair, and then she would have been looked at as a credible threat going forward. But now she's someone who taps out in the first second of a hold.
But to be fair, this could be a way where maybe you build it to a program at SummerSlam or something like that.
Sure.
I mean, something like that. It'll take a few months, but Ruby looked strong in defeat. Maybe except the tap out.
I don't know. She got her feet held, so I don't know if she was strong in defeat.
It's hard for Kamala to be held in defeat.
Well, I mean, yeah.
He
doesn't have any.
That's exactly it. Harry Von Erich could be held in defoot. So anyway, I thought it was pretty good. You had Sarah and Liv there, and then you had Becky and Naomi come out, and that's why, okay, Naomi's all right. That's why the grade gets bumped up a little bit for that previous women's tag match. Good match, though. After the tap out, Charlotte celebrating. Asuka's music hits. Don't worry, folks. I was perfectly fine during. No.
Neither of us were.
None.
However, now that Asuka has shown up and we called it.
Yeah.
A lot of people called it, really. It's the only match that made sense for Asuka is to go up against Charlotte because Alexa Bliss is not as big of a competitor as Charlotte is.
And not just that, just the fact that Asuka already beat Alexa on TV.
You also want to make sure that people can question whether or not Asuka's streak will end.
True, and I mean, Charlotte...
In this way, I mean.
Yeah, and this is a way to build up, but it's just you got 4 weeks till Mania. Exactly 4 weeks, and it's just ridiculous that now they're starting to build some of this stuff. You should have set this up, You should have set this up. I mean, maybe not necessarily this match, but you get my point. Yeah. They're just now laying the groundwork for a lot of these matches.
Playing the long game is fine, but your long game needs to have started a few weeks before now.
Are you talking about me?
Or should have?
No. About me staring at Asuka about the long game.
Before I lose my train of thought.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. The long game should have started to hit the don't laugh climax a few weeks ago. That's when things should have started building even faster, where more hints are being dropped, where people are going to be going, what things are going to happen at WrestleMania. But so far, we've got the main events. And the Cruiserweight Championship, which is going to be fun.
Yeah. And
you should watch that, even if they put it on the fucking pre-show again.
It's going to open. It's going to open the main card. I like your idea, and it should have started right after the Rumble. Is the whole thing.
Yeah.
To your point, because they need a really solid undercard here, especially if they're going to make Reigns versus Lesnar the main event.
Ugh.
There's a possibility of 3 matches because it's a multiple main event show. No, one match closes the goddamn pay-per-view. That's how it works.
Yeah, but you can't have multiple main events because you've got the main event, like you've got your appetizers, doors, divorce, whatever you want to call them. You've got your main course, and maybe you got some dessert.
We still talking about Asuka here?
Maybe.
Okay, alright, good. I like that. So, I agree with you, though.
Yes.
It's just, you can't have, multiple main events. It's like Jim Cornette saying, if you got 12 7-foot guys and you got no giants. Good women's match, though.
Yeah.
Shane's at ringside for this fatal 6-way, 6-pack challenge. Corbin would never win that. Not that I would, but I'm not an athlete. Cena versus Corbin versus Ziggler. Ziggler, I don't know what that hair was. Ziggler, what in God's name was that hair?
However, you still had a better hairdo versus Corbin's.
Yes. And then Owens, Zayn, and Styles. Go ahead.
Yeah, this 6-pack challenge was, interestingly enough, a lot better than I was expecting. If anyone sees my tweets, you would have seen that I was not preparing for an exciting pay-per-view.
Neither was I.
I was disproved.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. 100% better than I thought. You had Cena destroying everyone at the beginning, and then Styles and Cena are facing off, and then everybody comes back in and just wrecks Cena. Wrecks him for realsies, I guess.
Excellent.
At least pace was good. Pace really stayed constant throughout.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had it where everybody got hit, moved to the outside, and you had their... But everybody got a moment. Zayn got his moments. Owens got his moments.
Corbin got one hell of a moment where he threw Dolph 7 feet in the air.
That was pretty cool. And the stair spot. I mean, you took a few people out with the stairs. But yeah, that spot with Ziggler.
Everyone really had their moment. The plot lines were developing. Everything was coming together exactly how it should. And most of all, most importantly,
yes,
the victor.
Yes. But before we get to that,
yes.
Shane O'Mac took a Shane O'Nap after Owens
kicked him in the face on accident.
Right.
And Shane McMahon decided to interfere.
And stop Owens and Zayn, which probably means we're going to get Shane and Cena versus Owens and Zayn, possibly. Oh. Which, you know what? Hey, why not? It keeps Cena out of a title picture.
No.
Oh, God.
Somehow it's going to turn around to Sami and Shane versus Owens and Cena, or Brian F. He's cleared.
Okay. Shane and Brian. All right. Oh.
No.
Oh, Brian and Owens.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's not a bad idea. We'll find out about the fantasy booking later, but...
Yeah.
Boy, yes, like you said, the victor, Styles, after getting taken out on the announce table, wins. But not, everybody hits their spots. Phenomenal forearm to Owens. 1, 2, 3.
And the victory. And the winner is you.
Exciting hour.
Someone had that sign.
That was a great sign, by the way. Especially if you're a video game nerd, you know about that. Or a meme nerd. But it was, I would say, an A- show. Not everything was totally perfect, but this built about as well as you could do. I would say A- show. Really, with the exception of the women's tag match, And it's nothing against women. A minus. A minus. It's really close to an A, but I'll say A minus.
Yeah, I don't think its faults outweigh its positives. So, yeah, A minus seems fair.
I mean, just because this is about as good as the Rumble was, just with the pace and because Elimination Chamber, not that good.
Yeah, my main gripes were the replays and promos and the women's tag team match.
Other than that, that was really it. I mean, and I'm not a fan of Jinder being involved in the U.S. title picture, but whatever.
Yeah.
They should have done this in reverse. He should have won the U.S. title last year. Oh, they're going to fix it with him. No, there's no way to fix it with him. There's none. There's none. The guy's not really good at the promos of the wrestling. But anyway, we are on the show to WrestleMania. Do you agree? What?
I don't swing that way, John.
I know you don't.
I mean, you can be on whatever show you want to, but dude, come on.
So, do you agree? Do you disagree with what we said? What did you guys think of Fastlane, the WWE Fastlane main event? Wait.
What did you think? Leave it down in the comments.
Yes.
I mean, maybe hit the like button or,
Hit the
I don't know, hit subscribe.
Yes.
We're all right with whatever happens. Just come back and watch our show.
Did you say tip subscribe or hit subscribe?
Possibly.
Okay, good. All right. But anyway, what he said, also a cool thumbnail that this guy is producing. And in real honesty with Jonn Ritland and
The Dominator.
And 4 weeks to Mania. We will be back with the Raw review tomorrow.
Yes.
Sort of.
Quite.
Maybe.